What up, y'all? This is Nicky G. Wody. Welcome back to the Navezgane playthrough. This is going to be episode 4. Last night, during the night, we built our forge and we melted some stuff down and we made some forged iron. I didn't record any of that because nights are boring. So I'm just going to log in, catch you guys up to what we're going to do today. And hopefully we can probably work on a resources today. So today might be kind of a boring video. I'll probably just be chopping down a bunch of trees and breaking apart a bunch of rocks. But we're gonna figure it out today. My pickaxe is 2 minutes from being done. Ooh, I need some water. Some water. Drink a little bit, see where the forge is at. Okay. So what I'm doing, since we're planning on moving the forge anyway, I used all of the materials that I had in the forge and broke it down. Used some glass to make some jars so I can get rid of the last little bit of clay. And the forged iron that's in here, where it's going to be for repairing tools that we already have, and maybe building a shovel, probably, because we're going to need more clay. So just looking around to see if there's anything I need to do right now. Character's getting colder. Probably because of the hat there, yeah. Alright. Well, we'll probably let this burn out. I mean, I can't think of anything else to do with it. Go ahead and make a shovel. We're going to need a shovel anyway, so that's fine. Pickaxe is almost done. Alright, let's get this going. So I've been giving some thought about to where I want to put my horde base, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have time at this point to do my normal design, which is just a very basic horde base, cobblestones made out of flagstone. So we might use this house as for the first horde night. I'll see. I'll make that decision sometime between the next 2 days. Probably need to spend all day on day 7 because the horde comes on night 7. All day on day 7 getting ready for horde. So we'll probably make that decision closer to there. So today we're just going to focus on trying to get a bunch of resources. I need a lot of wood so I can make my wood spikes to put around my base. And we need a lot of stone so that we can start making our flagstone to see if we can even achieve that normal base idea that I like to do. Let's see. Probably put that somewhere else. So we're just gonna kind of do what we always do here. Move around the tree slowly as we chop. On the lookout for passing hordes and any wildlife that might be lurking in the area. I hate how these stupid plants are always in the way. Eventually we will build a iron fire axe, but I always like to get at least 2 points into Miner 69er because it takes a lot of stamina to swing the pickaxe and the axe at Miner 69er level 1. So I like to just depend on the stone axe for as long as I can. We already have a point into bad mechanic, so we get a little bit more resources from the stone axe than we normally would. Probably just go ahead and scrap this one instead of repairing it. Well, gonna say, I thought I heard something moving around over here. Just over his head there. There we go. Duct tape is always good. Probably just get rid of the rest of this axe if we can. There we go. Scrap it. Make another one that's at the right level. When you're breaking down stones in the beginning of the game, I would recommend breaking down these smaller boulders because you get more of a variance of resources out of those, like coal and lead and nitrate. I was gonna say I thought I saw a bird's nest. If you just break down the big rocks like this, you only get stone and iron. But when you break down these rocks, you get all of the materials that you need. See, it's giving us some. We even got some coal in there. So it's better to break down these rocks in the beginning until you get an auger. Then it's worth the time maybe to spend breaking down those big rocks because you're going to need a lot of stone eventually for making concrete. You can see what I'm talking about the stamina that this requires to swing. See, I'm already out of stamina. Thought I heard something. Nope. Don't see anything. Well, at least we have Sexual Tyrannosaurus level 2, so that's going to help a lot with our stamina regen. I probably won't go any more points into Bad Mechanic for a while, just because Miner 69er is a better skill, in my opinion. Breaking down cars isn't super important, which is one of the only good things about Bad Mechanic. And once we get another point into Miner 69er, we'll be using the fire axe to chop down wood anyway. So, and Miner 69er also helps with the shovel. Well, thought that was going to be a headshot. See? Like, that arrow didn't go anywhere near my cursor. Neither did that one. Okay, now I'm just missing. Come on. Ooh, 2 sandwiches. You can eat those if you're desperate enough. I've had games where I've had to eat those out of desperation. It says it's a 60% chance to give you dysentery, but I've probably eaten 20 of those sandwiches in the time I played this game, and I've always gotten dysentery, so I mean, that might as well say 100% chance to get dysentery. See, the only thing that sucks about doing all this work in this one area is the heat map for hordes and stuff going to be a lot higher. Definitely want to avoid hordes coming through here if we can. Hear my dog in the background. There are no stones on this side. It's so weird. if you don't chop down these trees, these little ones, they'll eventually grow to bigger ones. But in my opinion, it's all the same. A tree is a tree, and you'll get seeds for chopping down trees, and it's the seeds that you plant in the ground grow a lot faster than trees that have spawned on the map. So it's more efficient to just plant your own seeds anyway, from what I can tell. Some stones up there. We'll make our way up there. Grab some more stones. See what I mean? Doing all this work in this area. And here's all these. I'm gonna mute the mic for a sec. Alright. Sorry, my dog was freaking out. I just didn't want you guys to hear any of that. So that's the only problem there, as you could tell, with a horde in the area, or with doing all this work in one area, is you're going to get a lot of hordes running through here. And I kind of wanted to cut that horde down because I didn't want it to run into my utility base down there and tear up the walls. It still might a little bit, but that's alright. We can always replace some of the walls, some of the parts of the wall with flagstone. So I'm not too worried about it. We really need another point in Miner 69er I'd really like to be able to chop through an entire rock without wasting an entire bar of stamina. Once you get to Miner 69er level 3 and Sexual Tyrannosaurus level 3, this becomes almost a non-factor. Even with the axe and you're chopping down trees, you have to be chopping down a bunch of trees in a row for it to really start messing with your stamina. Get here. Got a few pieces of iron, which is good. And now we're starting to get hot. Found this suit jacket. This suit jacket sells for a decent amount, so that was a good find. Just looking down the hill here. Any signs of wildlife? Don't see any. Back to work. We might get another horde through here at some point today. It's likely. Plus all the heat from last night burning the forge. I don't usually do that. I don't like to burn the forge all night unless I have a base that's surrounded by spikes, because screamers are a huge problem, especially if you don't deal with them quickly, because if they see you, they'll scream and they'll spawn more zombies, and they have a chance to spawn additional screamers that will also scream when they see you and spawn more zombies and have a chance to spawn additional screamers. So if you're not ready, it can get out of hand really quickly. But later in the game, once you have a bunch of ammo and weapons and stuff and you're not really worried about it, you can actually farm screamers by you just keep letting them scream and keep spawning more and more zombies, and you could just farm them that way. But right now we do not want that to happen to us. Hoping to get a couple of more pieces of meat soon. We're good on food for now, but we'll be drained for a lot of it by the end of the day, probably. The treasure map here. That's cool. Treasures are definitely worth grabbing. And it's interesting to note, sometimes you'll pick up a treasure map and you won't be able to read it because you already have one of that person's treasures on your map. But what you can do is you can save that treasure map, and then once you dig up that treasure, you can always read that treasure map again, and it'll give you another treasure in a different location. So don't scrap your treasure maps just because you can't read them. I would save them all, because you can kind of line up treasures and save them up that way. Treasures are definitely worth grabbing. I recommend putting at least 1 point into Treasure Hunter, which lowers the radius around, because it doesn't give you an exact location of the treasure. It gives you kind of a bigger area. But 1 point in Treasure Hunter is really good for reducing the amount of area you have to dig at. Sometimes you get lucky and you find it almost right away, and sometimes seems like you dig out the entire area before you find it. It all just depends where you start. You got to get lucky. We'll need to repair this pickaxe soon. And we'll probably hit the trader again on day 6. That's my plan anyway, because he resets today, but he resets every 3 days. So he has a new stock today, and he'll have a new stock again on Horde Night. Day 7 he'll have a new stock, but I want to spend all day 7 preparing for Horde Night probably, But it is good to visit the trader at least once every 3 days, especially if you're still looking for patterns and different tools and items and stuff. Sometimes you get lucky and he'll have like a level 400 pickaxe or something for maybe like 1,000 tokens. That's definitely worth buying. Level 400 pickaxe would be really badass right now. After this rock, we'll probably repair our pickaxe. Try not to let it go below 1/3 of its durability here. Starts taking more stamina to swing it at lower durability, and it mines less minerals per swing. There we go. Just clear out this field of rocks. You already got 700, that's pretty good. Just want to always make sure we're watching. Don't want any hordes sneaking up on us. Yeah, like I said, this video is going to be pretty boring. We're just going to be resource collecting. And probably, maybe later when it gets dark, maybe I'll try to move all of my stuff from that house to over here. We'll see. Worth it. We have 175 arrows. That's pretty damn good. We're not going to have to worry about arrows for a while. Probably spend day 5, which is tomorrow. I'll spend day 5 raiding, day 5 and maybe day 6, depending, because we need to find at least one gun. I would say before Horde Night, and if we can't do that, then we're gonna need to build a blunderbuss or something, some type of firearm to help us out during Horde Night. Usually, I mean, at least for me, I feel like I found a lot of pistols inside toilets. I call them toilet guns. For some reason, I guess people in this town or this world like to hide their pistols in their toilet. I have no idea, but hey, I'm not going to complain. But finding one would be really useful. We can start making some ammo, hopefully, if we can get a workbench going. Ooh, airdrop. Nice. That's gonna be awesome. I totally forgot about the airdrop. We'll go ahead and mark it on the map. We'll probably grab that today as well. That might actually have a gun in it. At the very least, a pattern. Hopefully we can get lucky, find something really good inside of it. Alright. Those are all of the rocks for right there. I think I'm good on oh, I saw a bird's nest just now. Did you guys see that? Yeah. Ah, see? Oh, that's just the stock. Dang, I thought it was the hunting rifle. But, check this out. Night vision goggles. Boom! Look how much it sells for. And if we can make a repair kit and repair that, it'll sell for like twice that. So that's a really good find. And I thought I saw another bird's nest a second ago. No? No? Okay. Go ahead and grab this rock. The airdrop looks like it finally hit the ground. Interesting to note as well, notice how before, when we got to this last little bit of rock here, we were having to rest. But you see now we have a lot more stamina than we used to have. We can almost finish one complete rock. And that's because our mining skill is actually going up as we're doing this. So it was at 2 or 1 when we started, now it's at 7. So as your mining skill increases, it'll also allow you to hit harder and get more resources. But we want to get to 10 so we can buy this next point miner 69er. I'm not worried about weaponsmithing and toolsmithing for right now. Level 100 tools is okay for us right now. But I'm going to go grab that airdrop. Because we're getting full and I am curious to see what's in it. Huh. Little lake town. Kind of interesting to note, you can kind of skip across the water a little bit. If you sprint and hold spacebar at the time like you're jumping, you can kind of sprint across or skip across the top of the water. Hey girl. Zombies move a lot slower in the water. What? Okay. That was awesome. I'm glad we killed her. That was a lot of rounds she had on her. Who the hell was that little girl? Was she gonna do a school shooting or something before the apocalypse ended? Ooh, a deer. See, it's always worth venturing out. We'll drop these seeds. We'll get plenty of more seeds later. I'm not really worried about that. Eat that snowberry, though. I do want that deer badly. You might be overshooting him. Probably getting closer wouldn't hurt. That's what I wanted to avoid. Oh. Oh, it still worked. I'm gonna say club is definitely more effective. Yeah, he saw me. I don't want that deer to get away. I don't see him now. Oh, there he is. Freaking deer is giving us a lot of trouble, man. Nice. Finally. Jeez, Pete's getting chased by that zombie the whole time, too. 4 meat. It's not the best. Drop these sandwiches. I'd rather have a bone than a sham sandwich. Okay. Oh, come on. Really? Look, there's a bear here now. Actually, this might not be the end of the world here. If we can get on top of this house, we have so many arrows. Oh, yeah, baby. If this works, holy mackerel. Oh, he's gonna get mad at that zombie in a second. Oh, we're hunted, but he can't see us. He can't get to us. This is awesome. Well, if I can actually hit him, it would be awesome. There we go. Now you guys will get a chance to see how many arrows the bear actually friggin' takes to die. Try to hit him in the head every time, if we can. Oh, there's a missed shot. We are so lucky we are not on the ground level right now. I mean, granted, we're not hitting him in the head every time, but we are hitting him. So, remember that deer only took, what, 2 or 3 arrows? This guy is, yeah, it looks like he's slowing down. He might be injured. What has this been, like 15 arrows already? So, you just see how much, well, I say he was slowing down. Here we go. If he could just stay right there, we can get a couple headshots on him. Nice. Nice! Okay, so, I mean, he took, like, again, he took like 20 arrows there. You know? So, oh, I'm glad that didn't kill us. I do want my frames back, though. It wasn't going to kill us, but I'm glad it didn't break our legs. Whoa. Someone's mad. We're going to get so much meat from this bear. That's great. It was cool that there was a house there, too. I don't know if we could have killed them if it wasn't a house. Yeah, we got 7 meat from that bear. Let's see. I don't really care about whatever that is. Oh, my supply crate, man. Oh, of course it would give us all this stuff. Learn that. Scrap. Scrap. Recipes. Turn that into leather. That's awesome. That's awesome. All this stuff is awesome, really. Not really worried about glass jars right now. I mean, 4 bones. We can always get bones later. Painkillers. Repair that suit jacket. Probably drop that cloth. There we go. That was a really good supply crate, even though we didn't find a gun. I mean, you're not going to find a gun every time. We did get one of the gas can schematics. I think there's 2 or 3 of those. 2 or 3 different ways in this game to make fuel. Maybe we'll get lucky. Nope. I found mining helmets. Whoa! Inside cars before. Alright, we're gonna get the hell out of here. We're gonna head back. Maybe take the bridge. But that was pretty cool, finding the deer and the bear, and then having the ability to kind of hide from the bear while we're killing him. Oh, check that out, another deer. Woo! This trip was worth it, boy. Come on. Really? Why the hell is it snowing? Alright, well, we're gonna have to cross the water. I was hoping it wouldn't be snowing over here. What? Why am I missing? I'm gonna say, why the hell can't we hit this deer? See how quickly deers can get away from you. He is swimming in the water right now. That's not good. Nice. All right. We are getting cold, but we need this carcass. All right. We need to go back and... Another deer? You have to be kidding me. Like, wildlife doesn't show up for friggin' 20 years in the game, and now it all shows up at once when I'm freezing my ass off. Oh my god. Yeah, well, you know, I'm really busy here, bud. Okay, can we... Way overshooting him now. Got him once. Got him twice. There it is, baby. Alright. So. No? Okay. We are getting stupid lucky right now with wildlife. I mean, I'm not complaining. But we're running out of places to put these things, man. And we gotta leave all this animal hide behind. Not really worried about the bones. Alright. We need to go back. This is getting ridiculous. Oh. Talk about a trip that was worth it, though, man. Dang. We got 1,000 wood, 1,000 stone. This is really good for us right now. It's about to be nighttime here in a few hours, in-game hours. We need to get back to our base. 19 meat. Wow. Talk about lucky. That's awesome. That's just awesome. Alright. Nice. I got some antibiotics too and some honey, so we'll be good if we're trying to fight off infections and stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to build another chest because we're going to need it anyway. And I do want to use the rest of the day to kind of still mine some resources. That's so crazy that we got 6 freaking first aid kits, man. That's amazing. Alright, I'll probably make those into arrows. Keep the shovel. Put some of this stuff in here. Whatever. I don't care if stuff gets mixed around. I'll probably throw that in the... No, because I want to move my forge eventually. Need the feathers. Leave the hat on. Probably actually going to make some more bacon and eggs. What's my food at? Yeah. 25%. What'd I do? Put my frames in there? Like a silly person? My damn frames. Alright. Throw the meat away. Went through a bunch of friggin' arrows, man. Bunch of arrows. Drink one of those just so I'm not dying of thirst. Try to save some of that wood if we can. And this too, this is a crazy good find, the beaker. Now we can make antibiotics at our campfire with the beaker. It takes 4 moldy bread. If you had a Ken station, it would only take 1 moldy bread, but, you know, what are you going to do? Alright. I think we still have, yeah, we still have plenty of murky water. I'm not really worried about that right now. 30 seconds on the arrows. Okay. We are going to go gather some more resources. I probably need at least twice this much wood. I would say minimum twice this much wood. I would like to have about 3,000 wood, but it's going to be kind of hard with just the level 100 stone axe. Well, we got our fill of wildlife. That's for damn sure. What was that? 3 or 4 deers in a row? 3 in a row? And a bear? Oh, man. That's crazy. Sometimes you get lucky in this game, but I haven't been that lucky before, I don't think. That was awesome. Yep, here comes another horde. See, I figured we'd get one more. I kind of want to collect all these guys, if I can, and we'll just kill them all together. Ooh. Bird's nest. What's up? You crazy bastards. I'll bring them all back down the hill here. Come on, boys. Hey, hey, hey. Get up here. You too, Big Mama. Come on. Fuck wrong with you? Just like that, we're level 10. Big boys are a little bit tougher to kill. I would love to get like a sledgehammer or something for these freaking guys. Another treasure map. That's awesome. Want to run back through here. Grab this stuff. It's kind of hard to keep hordes together. Sometimes they end up separating like they did just now. 4 shotgun shells. I do want to kill the Big Mama because she has a chance of dropping tools, including fire axe. So if she drops a decent fire axe, then we don't have to spend our resources to make one. Nothing. Ever lucky, huh? Another big boy and little boy over here. In case you didn't notice just now from me leveling 2 times extremely quickly there, killing zombies is actually the fastest way to level up because you're using so many skills while you're fighting them. You're running back and forth, you're shooting arrows, you're swinging your melee weapon. So leveling in this game, definitely fighting zombies is definitely the way to go if you're just trying to level up. Horde Nights, you'll get a bunch of levels through the first couple Horde Nights for sure. So there was that Horde. Probably end up breaking apart some of their bodies. Maybe tomorrow. May not even be worth it for us. Yeah, if we're gonna leave the house anyway. I don't really care if there's dead bodies around. So we'll make that decision between today and tomorrow. But I think I've got enough stone to last for a good while. I need clay. So I might dig tonight until my shovel breaks. We'll see how that goes. I'd hate to be digging and then a frickin' horde like walk right over me or something. So that's what happens when you're working in a lot in one area. You're going to get hit with a few hordes. So just be ready for that. Make sure you have plenty of arrows like I do. I'm just going to chop trees until nighttime probably. No, that was my water. Thought I heard a zombie scream at me, but that was my character telling me he was thirsty. He was thirsty! $21.32. Should be enough time to chop down this tree and find a clay spot. I think I'm going to dig through the night. So we'll cut the video because it's going to be super boring to just sit there and watch me dig. But I'm going to pick a different spot away from, hopefully far enough away from the house. What wood do we have? 1900. Okay, it's not a terrible amount of wood. And my shovel here. This is a clay spot, right? I kind of want to move up the road a bit, though. Alright. Yeah, this is another clay spot. Cool. Well, we're just gonna dig right down. And then we're just gonna dig out. You guys know the deal with this. It's gonna be way too dark for you to be able to see anything initially. So I'm just gonna dig for a few spots. There you go. My stamina's almost gone anyway. And then we'll spend some points and then I'll end the video. Okay, so we have a lot of points here. We can't get another point into Sexual Tyrannosaurus until our athletics gets to 20. It's never worth buying points into athletics, by the way, because just running around, you're just going to get athletics anyway. So I would personally just wait for your athletics to develop naturally and buy Sexual Tyrannosaurus as it becomes available. But what we do want... Okay, so maybe after tonight digging this, it'll be at level 10. And then we'll put another point in the Miner 69er. So for now, we'll buy... weaponsmithing, toolsmithing. Can't think of anything else at the moment that I really, really want. Is secret stash not? There it is. Okay, what do you need for that? Barter 20. Okay. Yeah, you can buy points in a secret stash, and your trader will have more items available in his secret stash every time you visit him, which is really cool. Probably workbench is worth buying. We need another wrench, though. That's the only thing. Maybe I'll save... I'll probably save the rest of my points until tomorrow and see what the trader has. That way we can determine because if he has a wrench, then I'm gonna buy workbench, because then I can just use that old wrench that we have. Because it consumes a wrench and a claw hammer, but claw hammer is fine because we can make our own claw hammers now since we have forged iron. So it's not gonna be that big a deal. But I'm gonna dig for clay all night. It's gonna be real boring, so I'm gonna get to 0 stam here. Alright, I'm going to cut the video so that you guys aren't bored half to death. My name is Wody. This is episode 4 of the Navezgane playthrough. If you guys like this video and you want us to keep coming, please like, subscribe, leave comments, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace!